from the gateway to showbiz glory. This is Hollywood 411.
In just 5 days, Prison Break returns with a new season. And lots of explaining to do, from how Sarah is still alive, because, I thought we cut her head off a season ago, to how Teabag ends up on the other side of Sona's prison walls. Joining me now to explain and give us all the answers and ruin the entire season, Robert Knepper, a.k.a. Teabag. Welcome, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. You too.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Great show, by the way. I am a ridiculously huge fan. So can you kind of, where are we going to pick up, at least? Give us that.
Well, I guess this past Monday there was a recap from last year, right? And I was, todos somos iguales, like getting the guys in prison. All of a sudden we cut forward. Well, they cut forward.
Okay.
I just give you that little clue.
So
here we are.
And you picked up at the end of last season a very important book.
Yeah.
That is important to pretty much every key player on the show.
So I just did the Teabag tongue. I never do that, and I just went that while I was talking with you.
Freaking me out, by the way. And by the way, I should tell people we have met before, and I find you to be, and I mean this, a great compliment, one of the creepiest villains on TV. That's what you're known for, and you do a great job because you're really not that person. But I ran into you on the red carpet of the Winnie the Pooh movie here at the El Capitan with our kids, and my wife and I are like, is that the dude? Is that Teabag? Like on the red carpet of a kids movie? But you are just this loving dad, and
like you.
But you absolutely transform yourself. It's got to be fun to play that guy.
I just, it's just acting. That's all. It's simple.
It's not simple. If it was simple, we'd all have your job.
Yeah, it's true.
But I mean, your character, he really does go into some dark places.
Yeah. My acting coach, Bill Esper, used to say, you're not going to die of cancer. Don't worry. Go there.
Okay. Someday, if you ever do, you'd be like, man, you were lying. One other question, and obviously you probably can't tell us a whole lot. Sarah, the doctor, who was the love of the main character on the show, she had her head cut off and put in a box. Now,
so we think.
We think. Now, most soap operas, you can come back from that, but can you come back from that on primetime TV? Are we actually going to get her back?
You should see the neckline.
Yeah. The turtlenecks all season long.
Over here. Hello. Yeah, I guess she's back. Yeah.
She is back.
I see her on the set, so she's
must
not
be
pouring
back.
coffee. She's acting.
Because part of the deal is, she was decapitated, and that was part of the deal.
I think they're going to try to play it like that wasn't her head.
Okay, well, all right. Your character, because we actually never really saw the face.
Right.
It's like the end of 7.
I mean, you look at that head, too, and you go, come on, that's not Sarah.
That's not Sarah. It doesn't look like her
head.
You
go back and look at it, it's like, nah. So it works out well.
And your character, you always make yourself useful to whichever side needs to be.
Well, the book helps out a lot.
And is that kind of the key?
The book is very key. The book is keeping me alive.
Okay.
Keeping Teabag alive.
And so, and the Australian who we met last season as well, all the main characters from last season are still a part of this?
When you tune in on Monday, they are.
Okay, and all the headlines are, breaking out was easy, breaking in now. So you guys they're trying to break back into Sona?
No.
This takes time. Breaking into,
I can't tell you.
Fort Knox? What is this?
No, I don't think there'll be any more prisons. I don't think there'll be any forts. Yeah, it's breaking out and breaking in.
In all seriousness, I've really been a fan of the show since the start, but I've always wondered, where do you go? I mean, eventually they're going to break out, and then what do we do with this show? So I guess this season is really where you go, and this is probably a lot of the onus goes on the writers and creators of the show of what to do.
Yeah, I mean, you remember that company, that bad boy is the company. They're the worst culprits, and I think you'll find that most all of us are going to get together and try to nail that company.
And just to prove that Robert's not that creepy, crazy guy, you're here in town. You guys, by the way, shot in Dallas, now you're shooting in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
And your son's starting first grade just like mine did next week?
Yeah.
So now, as a dad, what are you anxious about, scared about your boy going to school next week?
Well, we were just saying, I mean, my first memory of first grade is being left on the steps at Union School in Maumee, Ohio, and going, Mom, what are you? But no, they're different now because we're so much a part of their lives with preschool and kindergarten. So no, my biggest anxiety is this weekend. I'm going to take Ben to his first baseball game, and I hope he lasts the whole game. That's all I hope.
Yeah, well, you won't, by the way. Take him in the second inning, you'll be gone by the 7th. Cool. Hey, Robert, thanks, man. Good to see you again. And best of luck on Prison Break. The new season, by the way, of Prison Break premieres September 1st, Labor Day, on Fox at 8/7 Central.